The jungles of Vietnam hide both the evidence and the answers to the fate of servicemen unaccounted for during the Southeast Asian conflict. Teams from the Central Identification Laboratory in Hawaii and Joint Task Force Full Accounting continue the search for evidence. Airman First Class Kane Faribaugh traveled with JTFFA during a current joint field activity. He reports on the recovery operation from a small village outside the capital of Hanoi. He says that without the cooperation of the Vietnamese, the work for the teams would be much more difficult.
A tiny village in Thanh Hoa province holds the answers to the fate of a C-130 crew missing since the Vietnam conflict. Today, I joined members from the U.S. Embassy in Vietnam traveling to Thanh Hoa province to review progress. We reached Thanh Hoa by a Russian MN-17 helicopter that lands near the remote site. Locals from all over the area greet us at the landing zone. The operations here provide some of these people their only opportunity to see Americans. From here we go to the site by van through rice fields on bumpy roads that usually accommodate oxen and motorbikes. At the site, workers from CILHI break away at the dirt with pressurized water. After the pieces of mud are broken apart, they're sifted through screens. Any fragments left on the screens which could belong to the crew or the airplane are collected and kept. This isn't the first time the teams have visited Thanh Hoa.
This incident involves a May 1966 loss of a C-130. It crashed in this field, and we have a witness who says that he drug a body from the plane and that he buried it in this project area, which you can see defined right here. Last JFA we came and we started to excavate, and we spent a mission out here, and we didn't find the body that we were looking for, so we're back again. This time we're running trenches.
Vietnamese workers also dig through the rice field to create the elaborate excavation. Team members supervise the operation to ensure that nothing gets overlooked.
What they're doing is, as these berms are measured off, these bulks, they're digging down to about 60 centimeters. And I'm supervising as they're digging down to make sure that they don't just bypass bone fragments or pieces of metal, whatever else they find as they're digging down. Sometimes they get to just working construction and they forget what they're here for.
The progress here at Thanh Hoa is steady. The excavation has uncovered several clues.
So far we found a few indeterminate bone fragments, we found some faunal remains, and we found metal, just pieces from an aircraft, but nothing diagnostic of a C-130. Now last JFA we did find a C-130 data plate. It's just this mission we haven't.
The work here continues, and after reviewing the progress, we head back to the helicopter. The crowd that gathered to greet us now returns to say goodbye. As our helicopter takes off, I'm left with one impression of this visit. The extent to which these workers go to provide answers proves that those who are not accounted for are certainly never forgotten. Airman First Class Kane Faribaugh, Pacific Report, Thanh Hoa, in the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.